Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Allie Tarot 108 coming at you with another celebrity relationship reading today. Oh man, there is big news afoot. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are splitting after 9 years together, and wow, it's the biggest news going on right now, isn't it? In the whole celeb world. Um, yeah. So if you are a returning viewer, welcome back to the channel. And if you are new, welcome to the channel. Which deck am I going to use today? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I mean, I'm I'm leaning toward this one. Let me. I think it's this one. Okay. So, yeah. Can you believe it, guys? The news is just crazy, isn't it? With Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom splitting up, it's like you wouldn't have expected it because up until very, very recently, there has not been any real big news about them being unhappy with each other, you know? So I thought, hey, why don't we look at their relationship together? Because on this channel, I have looked at Katy Perry's past, present, future, and I have investigated that whole Blue Origin thing that she did with going into space, the whole Jeff Bezos thing. I haven't done any true Jeff Bezos readings on here on my channel so far, but I know that Jeff Bezos is getting married today, I believe. It is, what is today? Today is June 27th, I guess. 2025. So he's getting married with his fiance in Venice. They've rented Venice, the city, I guess. And I guess there is some discrepancy going on around who will go to the wedding of Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, because apparently they were friends with the couple, Jeff Bezos and his fiance. So yeah, Katy Perry, she's on tour right now, as we know. So anyway, we are going to check what's coming up with the cards, what's up with their relationship, what was up the whole time, the underlying things, the emotions, their daughter Daisy as well. I believe she's born in 2022, right? And can I just say that I looked a little bit into the astrology of Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, and Katy Perry, she's said to be a true Scorpio, and wow. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, yeah, I can see it. I can see that she's a person who, there's something about Scorpio women, especially I've known a few double or triple Scorpio or even quadruple Scorpio women in my life, and they can be some of the most strong characters, which are not everyone can deal with them, you know? And they can be deep as well. They have a lot of deep things going on inside. And Orlando Bloom, he has his moon in Scorpio, I believe, right? So he's got Scorpio in his chart as well, and it's like double Scorpio together. I don't know. Is that really a good thing, Yeah, so we're gonna check it out in the cards. Was it a difficult relationship? Actually, believe it or not, I knew a couple in my life who were big Scorpio energy together, and yeah, they did end up breaking up after a while as well. Even they even got married in their kind of own unique way and ended up. Actually, the guy really reminded me of Orlando Bloom a lot, and the girl I knew, she had some kind of characteristics kind of similar to Katy Perry in a way, not exactly, but yeah. So if you are new to the channel, guys, I'm going to explain what I do for these readings when we look at past, present, future. It doesn't matter if it's an individual, a situation, or a relationship reading. We first look at the past line, which is the first line, and then we move to the present, and then we look at the future. So to do that, we first take a couple oracle cards, and then we take the tarot to give us insights into the world of what is going on. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. And also, I like to take a past life card, even for couples, because I feel like people who have met in this life, especially if they're famous people, celebrities, they have known each other in past lives. And yeah, guys, people who become famous, who are born into riches, wealth, etc., they're not ordinary. You know, they have past life impressions, they have those karmic points, which have led them to that place where they are able to be born into like a good family or into a lifetime where they will acquire great fame and great um, prosperity, wealth, you know, etc. So I actually get the feeling from uh, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, like this relationship is actually quite a new life thing for them. But I do want to start checking the past life cards to get more insights about it. So, by the way, guys, I didn't introduce myself. Just before I look at this card, my name is Allie. I am a tarot reader, astrologer, psychic medium, and all around clairvoyant person. And yeah, I love doing these readings. I love YouTube, and thank you so much to all my supporters. I thank you again and again. Always very important to be grateful. So let's see. What do we need to know about the past life connection, if any, for Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry? Let's see. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. You see it? Astral experiences, out-of-body experiences, near-death experience, between lives, post-life review. That's really interesting. So with this card, I do get that feeling, and I do feel like from them, like they actually don't have that much past life karma together. Like it's quite, I feel like if they saw each other, I do want to say that I get some potentially like Native American past life energy, like, or some kind of tribal energy. It's like they were from different tribes in a similar kind of area. They were from different tribes and they maybe saw each other in a past life just at a distance. So it's like, I don't feel they had any really big contact in their past life. And that can be kind of why I feel like their connection is actually somewhat weak, even from the very beginning. But yeah, let's check the cards more about this lifetime and what do we need to know about this lifetime for the past connection of Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. So when we're looking at the past, we're looking at everything up until this very moment. And today, I mentioned earlier, is end of June 2025. So all the news is coming out right now about them getting separated. So what do we need to know about these two? Anybody wants to pop out, please just pop out. Oh, wow, look at that. It's a card about love, and it's a mirror. You know, I heard a very interesting thing. It was actually Jay Shetty who I heard him say it. He said there are 3 types of soulmates we'll have in this lifetime. The first one is the spark. The second one is the candle. And the third one is the mirror. So the spark is the one that you feel a lot of explosive passion, like immediate connection, like immediate connection with that person. The second one is the candle. It's like, it's long lasting, but there's no spark. There's no real like intensity in that connection. And the third is the mirror. The mirror is the person who, it's like they've come into your life to teach you something about yourself, to show you all your flaws, to expose you in a way, and you do the same for them. So what we have here is becoming aware. So it says, I am becoming aware of things that are holding me back so I can live my life to its fullest potential. Does that make any sense? Let me read it again. I am becoming aware of things that are holding me back so I can live my life to its fullest, to its full potential. I see. So it's like breaking down barriers, you know? I feel like when they met each other, they were both in a place where they had come out of relationships. I know that Orlando was recently divorced, I believe, from that Miranda Kerr, I believe her name is. And then Katy, she had broken up with Russell Brand or something, right? So it's like, I feel that it was just kind of like right place at the right time. Like we both need someone in our lives. We're both two very attractive celebrities, you know, two very attractive celebrities. There's something a little bit of the same wavelength happening between us. And actually, Orlando Bloom in many ways does remind, give a bit of a reminder of Russell Brand, because he's also British. And he's also got that whole kind of bohemian vibe a little bit going on. At least he did back in the day. These days he seems a bit more polished, but um, Orlando Bloom is kind of like a more polished, more posh Russell Brand in a way, isn't he? So I get that energy of the mirror kind of soul connection between the two of them. Like you show me something that I need or something that I want, more than a candle or more than a spark kind of connection. It's like you see here, especially with this woman, like looking at herself. It's like, well, either it's herself or someone else, but it's like, you know, I'm aware of what I need in my life. I feel like when they met, when they saw each other, they were like, okay, actually, you know, it would be a good thing to hook up with her or to hook up with him and to get together, because it's lonely at the top. Hollywood is a lonely place, and being a superstar is not easy. You know, you can't talk to so many other people about it. And if you are an A-lister, kind of like both of them, it's not easy to find someone to get together with. You know, your pool of people is minimized, you know, and you have to be careful as well. So they found each other in the time that they did. It was the thing that they needed. So let's take now one of these. So what do we need to know about the past of Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom? Okay, thank you. What do we need to know about their past and their connection relationship? Okay, again, we have number 1 coming up. So number 1 is that Aries energy. And it's also the energy significant of the body, of like taking care of yourself in a way. And so we see here the Tools card comes up. And there is a Capricorn energy as well coming up here, which is 10th house, which is the house of career and external relations. So you see with the Tool coming up here, I feel like we're being told that it's like they were kind of using each other, you know. Many celebrities, I feel they do this. They get in a relationship with someone because it looks good, because it feels like it's good for their career. Potentially an example of that right now is Timothy Chalamet, Kylie Jenner. If you're interested in their relationship, check out my other video on my channel. But yeah, with the Tools here, it says practical, abilities, resources, has what it takes, application, build it, fix it, organization, help someone, task at hand, well prepared, equipment, get shit done, masculinity. Interesting, because I read an article, I believe it was the Rolling Stone article that was just released about Orlando and Katy, in which Orlando Bloom talked about his masculinity, and he talked about how he's normally a really, really macho guy, but in this case, he was like, you know, let me just go with it instead of trying to be a big guy. Like, I feel like Katy, she's quite a boss woman, especially with all that Scorpio energy she has going on. She has like Moon, Sun, and I think Ascendant in Scorpio as well. So she's a true Scorpio lady, and it's like, that's intense. That's really intense energy to deal with. Now he's got his Moon in Scorpio as well, so maybe he could have matched a bit. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe he has Sun in Capricorn, right? If you guys know, please comment down below if I'm wrong. Yeah, but basically it's like there's a lot of energy of using each other, you know? Like we just look good together. We look good together on the red carpet. Like I feel I'm getting this message about Katy Perry when she saw him. It's like she thought, okay, this guy could be by my side. You know, we would look good together. Because I feel her, especially her, being very, very career oriented and not wanting anyone to take that away from her. Like her career is her baby in a way. Of course, she has Daisy now, but like her career is the most important thing to her that there is. So even in marriage, I feel her marriage is part of her career in a way, you know? So, yeah. Let's see what comes up in the tarot about this connection. Oh my. High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. I feel that's Katy. Like she hasn't been easy. She hasn't been easy to live with, to deal with. Like I feel in this High Priestess card in reverse also, like in the past, it's like, now we know that they were never actually married, right? They never had a wedding. They've only been divorced. So with that High Priestess energy, it's like, it is that energy of like never married, never marriage. And also like it never was going to be a marriage, actually, coming up through this card. Like it never was going to be a marriage. So what else comes up? Five of Wands. Yeah, we know that things are falling apart between them. They're getting separated. We can't say divorce because they never were married, but with Five of Wands, the five energy is that energy of something stopping. And with the Wands, it's all about action. So stopping of actions. In the reverse, though, with the reverse, it seems to me like it wasn't an abrupt action. It's more like things have been dwindling for a while. And yeah, been time to call it quits for a while, I feel. 10 of Pentacles here. In reverse. What else comes up about that? What else is coming up here for Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom? Let me see. Six of Swords, reverse also. Is everything in reverse here? This one is coming up. Three of Swords. Yeah, Three of Swords. Ow. 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 I feel it so toughly. Ow. The Moon card. Okay. So with the Moon card coming up at the end, since we are looking at the past in this line, it's like with the Moon card, I feel there's like a lot of actually, you know, in a way, this relationship gave Katy Perry what she needed at the time she needed. Especially if we talk about her becoming a mother and furthering her family life, she wouldn't have been able to do that without Orlando coming into her life. So that's a big thing I feel coming up with the Moon card, because the Moon in astrology, if we know about it, it's all about motherhood. And just look at this long black hair. Doesn't this kind of remind you of Katy Perry herself? Like, look at these wolves howling. I'm just hearing them, you know. Oh, and I feel this energy. You know, there's this whole natural birthing thing about women giving birth in water. So I feel this energy of like birthing here, and like the wolves howling at the moon, like when the baby was born. It's like, ooh, like the 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 bugle has blown, you know, and the child is here and born, and it's like, I feel like this card is very telling of everything else that we're going to read here in a minute. It's like, despite everything, despite any emptiness they may have had between each other, it's like there was a good thing that came out of this relationship, and that good thing is a child. That good thing is the family that was created for, especially for Katy, because Orlando, he has a child from his previous marriage, but for Katy, this was very, very significant for her. And this card is giving big time Scorpio mama energy, isn't it? Wow. Now I didn't check her daughter Daisy's astrology. If anyone knows it, comment down below. But yeah, I feel like as a Scorpio mom, she is going to be very, very protective of her child, and very, very like very much a ruler of her child. And also, I feel her when she gets older, her relationship with Daisy is going to be like kind of nurturing, but kind of controlling as well. Like I feel her that she's not going to want Daisy to like do anything without her say, and not going to want Daisy to go away from her, you know, when she gets older, like 18, 20 years old. She's not going to want her to go away from her. I hate to say it, but I feel like I get the message right now. Like Katy Perry could be like that kind of selfish mother, selfish parent. Like, no, I don't want my, no, I don't like any of your boyfriends. No, I don't like any of your anyone who's potentially going to take you away from me. You know, I feel Katy, she may become kind of insecure about that with Daisy. Like she's gonna be somewhat possessive of her actually. But yeah, let's look at what else we have coming up here in the cards. So let's see, we had 10 of Pentacles come up here in reverse. And with that 10 of Pentacles coming up in reverse, I feel this is saying like, you know, we have got a beautiful material life together. You know, 10 of Pentacles is all about big money around us, wealth, for sure, wealth, everything that we could want, everything that we could need. But with the reverse here, it is that feeling like there's something wrong, there's something not there, there's something like emptiness, and it's like lack of love. I feel just general lack of love. Like these are two people who are so, I feel they have always had somewhat of a distance together, and this relationship has been more like about the money in a way, about the career in a way, you know? I feel like Katy realized early on, especially after Russell Brand and all that, like, I don't want a man who's gonna take away from my career. So with Six of Swords here, just look at the Six of Swords in reverse, and then Three of Swords coming up. That six energy is all about, like, it's that Virgo energy. It's all about details, capability. Yeah, that is what's coming up here. Oh, you see, she actually has a baby. She has a baby in here, and it's like, I feel like Katy Perry, she could have felt some insecurity about going into motherhood, you know, about how things change, about how appearances change. And then, like, with the Three of Swords, it's that energy coming up, like Gemini energy, actually, with the number three, where it's all about communication or intelligence. But you see here, the Three of Swords is giving that energy like lack of communication or lack of understanding between each other. And I feel, in a way, it has hurt. It has hurt because it's unfortunate. Like, everybody wants love in their life, you know, especially Orlando. I feel him like he's been alone or lonely through these years, especially, you know. I don't really get that feeling like they were ever truly in love with each other, you know. This was a marriage of show, in a way, Hollywood for saving face kind of marriage. Okay, so we're moving on to the present moment now. So what do we need to know about the present moment for Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom? Okay, so it's good. Appreciating myself, and it's 21, so it's number 3 actually. So it says, I completely know my own worth and honor and love my wonderful soul. So I feel this is actually a happy separation, a happy breakup. With the number 3 coming up here, it's that Gemini energy, which is all about communication and intelligence. And it's like, I'm finally being true to myself, especially with the green grass here. And you see the daisies here. Oh, it's like, I feel there's going to be more happiness for them separated than together, actually. So let's see what else comes up here. Oh, thank you. What do we need to know? Oh, okay. Ostrich trap. So we've got number 2, which is that Taurus energy, and we've got then number 7, Libra energy. And that 7 energy is all about connection, partnership, relationship, and balance as well. Oh, the ostrich has the head in the sand, and I feel like that whole head in the sand energy is directed toward a relationship. Like, we see it. You see? Look at the words. Avoidance, close-mindedness, refusing to face reality, evade, feeling threatened, fake out, inhibit, theory-based thinking, steering clear, run for cover, just a conspiracy theory. But basically, you see avoidance. It's like, I'm avoiding that relationship. And with the number 2, it's that Taurus energy about groundedness, about enjoying things that you can, and it's like, I feel like they don't want to look at each other even. Like the two of them are done with each other, and they're really like strangers. I get that feeling like they're strangers now. They were always a bit strange to each other, you know, but I can tell you intuitively what I'm picking up from their past, especially, is like they're always a bit strange to each other. So yeah, it was never a really really big love relationship between them. So let's see what comes up about the present moment. If anybody wants to jump out. Okay, we got something here. So Chariot, yes, we know there is an element of travel going on these days. Katy's on tour, and Orlando on this day, I believe that I'm reading, there he is going to Jeff Bezos' wedding in Italy, Venice. So what else? Hanged Woman. It's interesting. It's Hanged Woman in this deck, but yeah, for sure, changing perspective, changing pace. I feel it's actually kind of a happy time for Orlando. I'm seeing going to the wedding alone is like, I feel people are going to be asking him a lot of questions. But Katy is on tour, and I feel like she is not so bothered, actually. She's too busy to be bothered by anything, by a breakup right now. She's too occupied. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, definitely there is. Well, they never got married, you know, they were never officially married, but with this separation, there is going to be some separating of assets, separating of material wealth, and they share a daughter together. So there is going to be that element of needing to spend money for the daughter to visit either parent, you know. What else is coming up? What else is coming up? Thank you. Eight of Swords. Yeah, the eights are coming up. So it is that Scorpio energy, actually. And as well, it is that energy of things which are unsaid, things which are secret, things which we don't want to talk about. I feel like there's a lot of energy of like, I don't want to talk about it. And you see here, these two moons are coming close to each other. So with the Six of Swords, it was that energy of capability, details. And it's like, now with that Eight of Swords, I feel with Katy, her insecurity previously was like, how am I going to manage my family life with this huge, huge career that I have? But with Eight of Swords, it's kind of like freedom. Like, I'm now free to do whatever I want. But I don't feel like she's going to necessarily speak too openly about that. I feel like she's going to give Orlando, you know, enough public respect that he needs, because also if she were to trash on him at all, like on talk shows or whatever, that would reflect very badly on her. So what else do we need to know? Two of Swords. Okay, what else? What else do we need to know? Oh, somebody jumped here. Page of Wands. Okay, that's good. That's really good, actually, for both of them. The Page of Wands coming up here with the Two of Swords as well. I feel like there can be some doubt from both of them. Like, okay, what am I going to do now? Especially in the public eye, in the public sphere. What am I going to do now in the future? Am I going to have another partner? I feel Orlando thinking about this quite a lot. I feel like Katy is quite occupied, but with the Two of Swords and Page of Wands here, it's like, yeah, we took this decision after a long time. You know, we took this after really considering it carefully and consulting with others. We decided to finally take this decision where we are releasing to the public that we're separating. And with Page of Wands, it's like a hope for the future, you know, because Page is that energy of something new, something young, something just beginning or like in its naivety state. And Wands is like taking action. So it's like, you see her, how she's looking up toward this droplet of fire or whatever. It's like, you know, I believe that I'm going to be given the things I need, that what I need is going to fall from the sky, fall to me, and I'm going to rise up from the flames, you know, from the ashes, kind of like a phoenix, you know. Surprised Phoenix card didn't come up. There's a Phoenix card in this deck, but yeah, let's look at the future now. The future of Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. What do we need to know about the future between the two of them? Oh, somebody jumped. Oh, great. So opening my mind, it says, I open my mind to the love, wisdom, and guidance of the universe, and I will learn to trust again. That's good. A lot of healing, and it's 29, so number 11 or number 2, you can call it. But number 11 is that life path number in numerology, which is all about like being highly like highly wise and highly intuitive. By the way, guys, yeah, I am a number 11 life path. Haha. So, but anyway, if you want to consider it as number 2 with Taurus energy, it's about being grounded. And you see the eye here, it's like opening my eyes, opening my mind, believing that there are beautiful things which are coming for me in the future, and believing that I'm like taken care of, even though I don't have a partner by my side. I do want to say that I do actually feel both of them having new partners, and I feel like Katy Perry's new partner in a few, I feel like in a few years, is going to come as a surprise to everyone. I hope it's not Johnny Depp. But I get this energy, you know, she has been with these kind of guys who are all kind of like bohemian style, you know. So I feel her when she's gonna meet someone who is very like striking to her and surprising and shocking, and it's like I feel like that person will also be a strong mirror for her. Like I feel Katy Perry in this lifetime, she like part of her karma is that she has a lot to learn from relationships and relationships that she will be in with men as partners, you know, as like marriage or long-term partners. Like these kind of relationships for her are the ones that will bring her the greatest realization in her life. So let's see what else comes up. Thank you. What is the future of these two? Crew. Okay, that's interesting. So we see number 3 coming up there, Gemini energy, and the Sagittarius symbol. Interesting. So the Sagittarius is that number 9 energy, 9th house energy, and about like looking up to someone. Number 3 can actually be about co-workers, colleagues, or even siblings. But you see we have crew. It says in sync, esprit de corps, spirit of the body, working together as a unit, team, leadership, co-create, pooling assets, camaraderie, gung-ho, forming alliances, partnership, team effort. So I feel like this could be potentially about their daughter. But I feel like generally in the future, they're kind of going to be like no hard feelings to each other, especially if I feel like they may see each other at some kind of events in Hollywood and wherever they go. You know, they're celebrities. Who knows what places they go? But I feel like they're going to be courteous and kind and respectful to each other and happy for each other as well if they find new partners. And by the way, I get this feeling like Orlando Bloom, he's going to have a new partner before Katy has a new partner. And I feel like she may feel kind of like left out in the cold when that happens. And I just see her like faking congratulations or whatever, you know, but feeling like, okay, where's my person? Why did he get someone new before I did, you know? So I feel like still they're going to be in each other's orbit, in each other's sphere. Of course, they have to because they have their daughter. But I feel like they're going to work together to make sure their daughter is really well adjusted and really normal growing up and has a relationship with both of her parents. So, yeah, I feel like they care about her very, very much. And they are still going to be in contact in a way, even if just for the daughter. So, and by the way, I feel like Katy is going to go on some talk show in the future and talk about how they're raising their daughter and how they're managing it. And it's going to be like an inspiration for divorced people in the world. Like, I feel her going on some talk show. It could be something like Ellen, or like, I don't know if Ellen is even on the air anymore. I don't know, but it's like I feel her talking about this stuff a little bit. So Six of Cups. What else? Somebody's coming up here. Sun card in reverse. And we've got the Hermit. That's interesting. What else? Ace of Cups. What else we have? Eight of Wands. Okay. Magician. Okay. Interesting. So I'm seeing, quite a few reverse cards, and then we've got this Eight of Wands sitting upright here. So it's like, I feel like there are going to be many, many things behind the scenes, which the public eye is not really seeing too much. Like with the Sun, like it's a happy time for them. This separation is a happy time for them. With the Hermit as well, it's like being alone is not always easy. But with Ace of Cups here, it's like the future is happening. The future is going on. We have to collect ourselves, collect our emotions, learn to manage being on our own for a little while until new partners or new people come in. And I feel Katy Perry, like, I feel actually both of them are more than ready to find real love, to find new loving partnerships in their life. And with the Magician here, it's like, I feel that behind the scenes, they are both looking for those things. Like they're keeping their eyes open, But with Eight of Wands here, it's like, I get that feeling like this Eight of Wands is speaking to what we will see in the public eye, which is that they will be continuing their careers. Orlando in acting, Katy in music, and with that 8 energy, it's that Scorpio energy again. Like, a transformation is happening. I believe we're going to see like a new Katy Perry and a new Orlando Bloom. A kind of refresh to both of them. Because Scorpio is all about transformation as well. With the Six of Cups coming up here, that was the first thing coming up. It's like immediately in the future, it's going to be, I feel like, a happy time. A time where they are refreshing old connections with old friends or old family members, and just actually feeling pretty good about their newfound freedom and newfound decision to be separate. Yeah. So let's see what comes up. What is our final thought? What do we need to know about Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom? Okay, we've got actually 2 cards coming up here, and it's 9s. Okay, what do we need to know? Number 9, Sagittarius energy plus Aries. So it's like a lot of passion, fire energy here, but protected energy here as well. From this card, I get this energy where it's like, I feel like they don't want to openly criticize each other. And I feel like they may even defend the other one, because I feel like it's a kind of separation where it's like no hard feelings, really no hard feelings. Like no one is to blame. We're different people. We've grown apart. Okay, chocolate. Okay, so yeah, it's again that Sagittarius energy plus that Libra energy. And I feel it like, it's actually so sweet. Like creating a relationship basically with myself, and I can do whatever I want now. It's that energy of like, I can do whatever I want. I don't have to answer to him or her anymore. She doesn't need to know where I am. He doesn't need to know where I am. And I feel good about that, Self-love. Self-love is this card. So, I mean, I'm actually happy for them. If they weren't happy together, yes, it's better to separate if you're really feeling like you're stuck with this person, So yeah, guys, if you like this reading today, please give it a like, share, tell your friends, subscribe to the channel. And I will pin a comment down below. I would like to hear from you guys about any future readings, future celebrity, world event, politics, political, or like anything that you guys are curious about. Comment it down below for future readings. I really do love reading your comments. So yeah, until next time, stay in love, stay in the light, and I wish you all the best. Bye.